All right, so let's talk about things that we as gun owners talk about. Some sayings that we say, some things that we do. One of the things that I hear a lot, used to say it myself. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Hear that all the time, see it all the time. I used to say it myself. And after I got thinking about that, after I got more training, more education on firearm use, the legalities and things like that, I think that's a horrible thing to say. And let me explain why. I was reading a book also, a book from Varg Freeborn, and he talks about this too. And what he says, when he hears something like that from somebody, the first thing that comes to his mind, that person is lazy, misinformed, and arrogant. One of the three or all three. And kind of explain why. There's clearly established criteria of when you can use a firearm. There's no reason that you need to go to jail, and use a firearm incorrectly, because if you train yourself properly and you educate yourself properly on the laws and when you can and can't use it, there's no reason that you need to go to jail, okay? It does happen to people sometimes. Sometimes those people may not have been educated properly also, or trained properly. It's hard to say. Something to think about too is 95% of charges on concealed carry people that use a firearm and charges are being brought against them, 95% of them are done by a plea. They usually plea bargain out. And then what that ends up happening is you're pleading to a felony. So you may lose your gun rights. You may lose your voting rights. You may do a little bit of jail time, okay? So if you do that and you go to jail, what good are you to your family? So I'd rather be judged by 12, carried by 6, so shot somebody, going to jail. Yeah, you're alive, your family's alive, but now you're in jail or prison, and they have to deal without you. How well is that going to work? Okay. So there's no reason that you can't use your gun correctly. Get some good training, get some education, read up on this information. Because basically I agree with Mr. Freeborn. If you're saying this, you are being lazy or misinformed or arrogant. I was one too. When I was younger, I used to say the same thing. Yeah, I'd rather just be judged by 12 than carried by 6, So basically what you're saying is, you don't care, I'm not putting that much thought into it, and I'm just going to kill him anyway. Screw the consequences. It's basically what you're saying. Okay, so think about that. Also, a thing on to that, to add that to that too, a lot of us will, like to get on Facebook and we'll put these comments on Facebook. That's a terrible thing to do, because if you ever use your firearm in self-defense, where do you think they're going to go to be able to research you? Facebook. And they're going to find them posts that you've put on there that, yeah, I'd just blow them away if someone came to my house, or yeah, I'd rather be judged by 12 and carried by 6. They're bringing that into your court. They're bringing that into your case if you ever use your firearm in self-defense and they try and charge you with something. So be careful what you Facebook out there and what you say. All right? So just keep that in mind. Be careful what you say. Be careful of that. So this is Jason from Joyful Noyz Firearms Training, reminding you need to train to live, live to train. See you guys at the range.